So after being born in the late 1950s to early 1960s, Irving grew up imagining Buster Beaver and his friends comforting him when he went through highly emotional moments. And as a coping mechanism, these imaginations continued and grew more in the present time, even after becoming a soup. Little is known about his past, other than him having trained with the master to become the death dealer that he is today. Later in life, Irving landed membership on the superhero team Payback and started his career as Black Noir. Much to his disappointment, he was forced to conceal his face by Vought American due to his race, in order to make him more marketable to the general public. One attempt to break out as an unconcealed star was to audition for the movie Beverly Hills Cop, but due to Soulja Boy's interference, he lost out to Eddie Murphy. Irving confronted Soulja Boy about this, to which Soulja Boy beat him in retaliation, while all the other members of Payback were watching. Soulja Boy told the bloodied Black Noir that he would be the only star on the team, which fueled Black Noir and the team's resentment towards Soulja Boy. In 1984, Black Noir was present alongside the rest of Payback in Nicaragua in order to assist the Contra fighters against the Sandinistas. There, Stan Edgar approached him with an offer to betray Soulja Boy to the Russians, as Vogelbaum was developing a young Homelander to replace Payback's leader as the face of Vought. Tired of Soulja Boy's abuse, Black Noir and the rest of Payback agreed. During the same conversation, he tried to persuade Edgar to allow him to take off his mask, but was shut down. Black Noir stated he would go without the mask, not knowing what would happen next without it. So when their military camp is attacked, Black Noir and the rest of Payback cornered and attacked Soulja Boy. But before Mindstorm and Crimson Countess could subdue him, Soulja Boy pinned Black Noir's face to the hood of a burning jeep and bashed his head in with his shield, which severely damaged and even removed a part of Black Noir's brain, which left him brain damaged and scarred forever. Later, after Soulja Boy's death, Payback fell through as Vought's #1 superhero team, and the new team, the Seven, took the place as the America's greatest superhero team. During this period, Black Noir became something important to the face of Vought before the time Homelander was introduced to the public. After Homelander's welcome event in 1999, Black Noir witnessed Homelander and Madeline Stillwell's conversation about him taking Homelander out if Homelander does not follow Vought's instructions. Later, the two would be called to take care of a hostage situation at a chemical plant. Black Noir, arriving to the scene a bit after Homelander, comes across him covered in blood after losing his composure during the mission and slaughtering most of the hostages and terrorists. Homelander, believing Black Noir will turn him over to Vought, attempts to kill him, but is unable to keep up with the experienced superhero's quick reflexes. As a distraction, Black Noir ties up the last terrorist to a large fuel tank, which Homelander lasers in half, which accidentally causes an explosion. The two and the remaining hostage survive, but before Homelander can murder the two to cover his failure, Black Noir grabs and snaps the hostage's neck. He then writes on a paper pad, instructing Homelander to lie to the news that he tried covering a bomb the terrorists had with his body, but failed to prevent the explosion. The plan worked. As a result, Homelander ended up gaining sympathy from the general public, secured his place at Vought, and cemented a sort of alliance between him and Black Noir. Is Black Noir mentally unstable? So other than Homelander, Black Noir is perhaps the most feared member of the Seven and is often dispatched for his lethal combat skills, ruthlessness, near indestructibility, and extraordinary strength. His reputation is such that the mere mention of his name is able to strike fear into the hearts of the public. Of all the 7 members, Black Noir is the most loyal one to Vought, as he always does the tasks and orders given by Vought. Black Noir mostly acts like a killing machine, but there are times when his soft side is clearly visible. Noir lost his ability to think properly and speak after Soulja Boy violently beat part of his brain and stuck his face on top of a burning car. This left Noir horrifically disfigured, rendering him with the same mental age as a 7-year-old child. This damage to his brain also caused Noir to experience constant delusions of the cartoon mascots of Buster Beaver's Pizza Restaurant, whom he imagines as his best friends. Black Noir appears to be the silent loner type and is somewhat socially withdrawn from the other members of the 7. He never speaks but is apparently very in touch with his emotions, as he was shown to be very distraught with the revelation that he and all the other Supes weren't born with their powers, causing him to sob through his mask. While being completely ruthless towards his opponents, he appears to have a soft spot for innocent life. Upon eliminating Naqib on his way out, Noir finds a little boy in his pajamas and grabs a nearby stuffed animal and plays with it to entertain the boy. His compassion also extends to animals and was genuinely distressed to see a whale beached and killed at the hands of Billy Butcher. Basically, deep down, Black Noir is a traumatized and scared little boy who feels ashamed about his past with Soulja Boy due to the abuse he inflicted on Noir, to the point he chose to run and hide while leaving behind Vought and Homelander. Over the years, he had developed an emotional armor to keep himself safe from the world. He usually doesn't open emotionally with anyone, and most people don't know what's going on with him and wonder what's behind the mask he wears, literally and symbolically. Noir is also apparently a Christian. After he was disemboweled by Homelander and laid dying, Buster Beaver appeared with his tearful animated friends, assuring him that he would soon be in the sweet embrace of Christ the Lord. His special abilities. Well, Black Noir is technically just like Captain America or Black Panther, but without any shield and vibranium armor. He's just a basic superhero and does not have any special or unique abilities, but what makes him special are not his powers, but how he uses them. Noir is a highly skilled assassin. He is very proficient in killing whoever Vought orders him to assassinate. Black Noir is an expert hand-to-hand combatant, highly trained in various forms of martial arts. According to his bio, he is a ninja and a lethal warrior who is proficient in martial arts, who has been trained by a sensei to make him a dealer of death. He defeated Kimiko during their confrontation, placing his power level well above thugs and trained policemen. During his mission to assassinate Naqib, he stealthily eliminated several terrorists. He later held his own against the majority of the boys and easily beat Starlight in a fight, and would have knocked her out if Queen Maeve had not caught him off guard. Noir's body is capable of healing injuries and wounds at a much faster rate than normal humans can. From multiple explosions, fire and heat, point-blank gunshot wounds, getting pelted with shrapnel, whatever the injury, it seems to heal within hours or at maximum, days. He also recovered from Soulja Boy cracking his skull open, but it appears that he lost his ability to speak. However, it is unknown if the hallucinations are a result of this. And yeah, Black Noir also has a weakness, and it's his tree nut allergy. Black Noir has an allergy to tree nuts, and Queen Maeve uses this to her advantage by force-feeding him an almond joy, giving her and Starlight an opportunity to escape. When fed something with tree nuts, he immediately goes into anaphylactic shock and requires an EpiPen shot to stabilize himself. If not administered on time, Black Noir could suffer even more severe brain damage. As seen, where after he was fed an almond joy and prevented from using his EpiPen, Black Noir suffered severe brain damage and was reduced to a vegetative state. However, through extreme medical care and with the help of his healing factor, Black Noir can eventually be nursed back to full health. So even though I've talked about Black Noir's comic book version multiple times in some of my videos, some of you guys might not have seen them, so let me quickly explain it to you guys. So in the original comics, the Vought American Corporation creates Black Noir as an identical genetic clone of Homelander, who is the only member of the team that can match him in strength. While Black Noir is ruthless and works closely alongside Homelander, but it's implied that Homelander is the more brutal of the two, as Billy Butcher is convinced that Homelander is responsible for raping his wife Becca. Butcher's theory seems to be proven correct when the boys discover disturbing photographic evidence of Homelander brutally murdering, raping, and abusing men, women, and children in an act of savage cannibalism and necrophilia. After seeing all those disturbing photos, Billy becomes more determined than ever to see Homelander brought to justice. However, Homelander begins to have a mental breakdown upon the discovery of the photos, as he has no memory of these crimes and thinks that he may have some kind of identity disorder. Soon, Homelander decided to break free of his control by Vought and leads the rest of the superhero team in an attack on the White House. They ruthlessly take out the entire building, including the vice president, who was directly under control of Vought. This leads Butcher to finally show up and confront Homelander in an act of revenge, as he had previously never revealed to Homelander why he's hated him for so long. This is followed by a startling appearance by Black Noir, who reveals that he was the one responsible for the murder, cannibalism, and necrophilia catalogued by the photographs. He reveals himself as Homelander's identical clone, created for the sole purpose of eliminating him if he ever went rogue or attempted to betray Vought. The agony of not being able to take down Homelander in their entire career together drove Black Noir to go on this rampage. He also reveals that he was the one that raped Becca. So by setting up Homelander and Butcher as enemies, Black Noir hoped he would finally be allowed to kill Homelander. The shocking reveal sets Homelander on a new path of vengeance as he attempts to kill Black Noir for destroying his life. They get into a brutal brawl and both sustain heavy injuries, but Black Noir successfully beats Homelander to a pulp. While Homelander dies, he leaves Black Noir worn down, to the point that Butcher finally gets his revenge and kills Black Noir with a crowbar. So it's clear that Black Noir was changed a lot when he was introduced in the show. But who knows, maybe the showrunners are planning something similar that will shock the viewers even more. So yeah, that's all, and thanks for watching.